Yo, what's up? Oh, I need to mute that. Hold on. All right. All right, so we're just going to get started on kind of some initial setup for an app that I'm working on that's kind of a fitness habit tracker app. Brand new project, just started. Yeah, we're going to jump in, do some organization, and we're going to have a couple of fun characters kind of in this that we're going to build out with some Swift UI views. So with that, uh, let's jump in and check it out. All right, so let's see here. First thing we need to do is let's close our test here. Let's take this. We're just gonna right click, refactor, rename, and change this one to main view instead of content view, which is just like some random generic view. Leave that in there. All right, so now what I want to do is we're going to use some Claude 3.5 Sonnet to generate some different characters using just geometric shapes, and then we'll add faces to them. That's essentially the prompt that I gave the AI. We'll see what it does with it. Calls them buddies, huh? I'm not going to call them buddies. So let's add a new folder in here for characters. And then inside of there, I'm going to go ahead and add a new Swift UI view. And the first one we're going to do is circle. Circle character view. We don't need to add it to the other target. I mean, we can add it to the other targets and we can test it, but like, we're not gonna have to test this. So circle. So should be fine. All right, so we'll get a blank view and let's see what the AI did for us. So basically it's giving us a Z stack. Kind of got it. The faces, I don't know why the mouth is way up here. Like, AI can't get fingers right, and it can't get, apparently it can't get mouths right. Okay, so, yeah, why is the path for the smile? The move point is definitely off because it should be relative to these, and it's not. Why? Let's try one of the other ones. Let's see if this is a common problem with all of them, because we have a square as well, which we'll just throw in here. See, yeah, that one looks kind of cool. Square bot. That's actually kind of cool. I wonder if we should change the eyes. What colors? What colors do we have here? I don't know if we want black, but like, ooh, like an indigo on there. No. Yellow. Yeah. Let's do that. Oops. Yeah, I'm actually done with that. So let's just refactor, rename this. And we'll just name this bot character view. And make sure to re-indent that properly. Cool. So I think we can use that one. Let's see if we've got any other gold in here. Star Buddy. Let's add another view here. So we're going to new Swift UI view. We're going to call this star character view. And let's see what the AI overlords have provided for us. It's actually pretty cool how, let's go and reindent how it does that. All right, so we definitely want a star, but that star is not it, and the mouth is all over the place. So let's see. Let's have it generate another star, and we'll see if he can fix its mouth. Robots, that's not exactly what I said to do. This is going to be interesting. Oh, I also named it start instead of star, so I'll have to fix that. There we go. That's fine. I didn't really mean make it the robot, but okay, so let's do this. Let's fix this. So right click, refactor, rename, and I'm going to make this star character view, and go and reindent, make sure that's good. And now we need to change those eyes because that part's fine. The people should not be blue. Indigo. Yep, 100% indigo. Also, what is this song? Let's get rid of that. Come on. Turn that up. All right. I think that'll work for the star. Let's have it fix. Let's get a new circle. I feel like, what do we need? Maybe we need like one more. I think we need one more. So, so new Swift UI view, circle character view. And we'll go ahead and replace that. Oops. Indention's actually fine. Okay, that's better. Yeah, definitely black. Definitely black. And then this. Should just be a circle. Because we want to make them slightly different, right? So we'll go and we'll like tweak these. Also, what is this? Also not a good. Let's see. I need at least 4. All right, let's change this up. So we want all this to be circle, which means again we don't have any of that. Let's remove that. There we go. And then I think that's probably fine. What? Squarebot, Star Buddy, Robo Star Buddy, Hexagon Buddy. There we go. Let's get that one. Let's see what we have there. All right, let's do. We'll add another SwiftUI view here. Hexagon character view. And we'll go ahead and paste that view in. Fix our indentation. Nice. I don't know why it made it a robot. Like, it doesn't have to be a robot. That's fine. Yeah, let's get rid of this antenna. We don't want another robot. We didn't ask for another robot. Okay, so now let's see how we can kind of refine these a little bit. And I think 4 is probably enough. So we've got our robot, which I think looks pretty cool. It's pretty different than the rest. So if we just said, so let's just add a new view here. I mean, I guess we could do it to any of these, but yeah, let's we could add a new view here and say characters view. And then here we're essentially going to do a tab view, and then inside of here we're going to have each one of our views. So we could have like bot character view, circle, and then tab view style is going to be page. And now we can swipe through all of our views. And then in here, what I would probably do is create like a collection view. Is that just a list? I'm not sure if that's a list, or is it a list? Like, if I create a list here and then we drop an instance of each one of these in there, now we can kind of see them all right there. And then can we just change the list style to be, oh, I don't know. No. All right, so how do we display, like, is it a grid? It's a grid, okay. Can we specify the columns in an initializer? No. Okay, so it's got to be a modifier. Columns 2. Oops. Interesting. So it doesn't like that. The modifier doesn't really work. All right, let's lean on some AI because I'm not sure how to do this. Oh, is it the lazy V grid? It's the lazy V grid, bruh. Lazy V grid. See, but why does it need like... Okay. So it's saying that we need a property for our grid layout, and then we're going to do a lazy... We're going to wrap this in a scroll view. Okay. And then for our lazy V grid, we're going to pass through our columns as our grid layout that we define, the grid layout property. And the spacing is like 20. Okay. So that grid layout here should give us our 2x2 grid. Perfect. Spacing's fine. The size is a little off. I want to make sure that these are proportional to one another. Also, the star color would be better if that was a little bit brighter. All right, let's see. The star's eyes need to be fixed. All of them need to be fixed. Okay, but we can swipe there. Then we can get each one. Okay. Bet. And then here... what is the... Oh, visible. All right. Is that it? I forget what the setting is for the... presentation drag indicator. It's one of these indicators. Tab style. See menu, scroll indicators. There we go. Visible. No? All right, let's run this on iPhone 16 Pro. And we'll see what that looks like. Come on. Any day now. Any day. There we go. We don't have a way to get to it. Because we didn't set it as our launch screen. Either way, it doesn't show the indicator. So I don't think that's it. I think there was another... Let's see. I did this in another project. What is this? And now if we reload the preview, we should get our dots down here. Yeah. So you can see what page we're on. Okay. Index view style. Index view style, page, background display mode, always. That's a lot to remember. I guess the more you do it, the more you remember. All right, so our robot looks good. It's a little bit bigger than our circle. The color of our circle needs to be... Oh, that jumped us to changes. That's not what I wanted. Let's try to pick a color. Color slurp was not open yet. I'm going to enable this. Oops. Okay. Why? There we go. All right, let's go to our star. Is that our star character? No, it is our circle character, which is orange. Should probably just be yellow. Actually, you know what? Our circle should be green. Our hexagon. Let's make the hexagon blue. No, can't do blue. Orange. No. Let's do pink. And then for the eyes, if we're gonna do pink, we'll give them purple eyes. Or they're just black. All right, and then we change all of those to just be circles, man. They could probably even be a little bit smaller and they would be less like in your face. I don't know. Let's see. What if we drop this to 25? Oh, interesting. I guess it was trying to elongate it. Let's leave it. That's fine. What else? All right. So let's fix our star. So let's go ahead and change these all to be circles. And these will be circles as well. Which again should probably yeah. let's drop all those a bit. All right. Let's do the same thing here. So make that 20, 20, 10, 10. Make that a little bit smaller. And do the same thing with our circle. All right, and so, yeah, we now want to take these and get a path for the mouth. All right, let's see. I think it's... uh-huh. Oh, interesting. So it created... Weird. So what is a mouth path? Okay. Mouth paths. So I'm just going to drop this right in here because it's kind of a helper. So characters. Oops. We're going to create a new Swift UI view. Actually, this is just a struct. It's going to return paths, so I'm not sure. Anyways, it's mouth paths. And we're just going to add that. So I guess maybe it's not a view. And there is no preview. And yeah, so we need Swift UI for path. Got it. Okay. So let's try this out. So let's go to our circle. And we're going to circle character. So instead of digital mouth, we're just going to give it a circle mouth. And that didn't work. So I wonder why it's not updating the mouth. Also, we had some where it just drew a path. Smile with a curved line, like. Again, I don't know why it can't get padding. Okay, so like that's the right smile. Now let's figure out why it's not where it needs to be. Because like this is the eyes. Right? This is the circle itself. So like do these need to be in a H stack? And that's like the eyes. Ooh, no. Is that a Z stack. And then all right, so let's get rid of this other Z stack that I added. Let's reformat. Let's throw this into Claude, and let's also give it a screenshot of what this looks like, so it can try to help us fix it. Let's see. All right, so it says that it fixed the path, but then, it also hallucinates all the time. All right, so let's see what our path is. There's a stroke. Still not aligned. Do we change anything else? Main body, eyes. Let's try again, Claude. The path's coordinate system isn't relative to the center of the circle. Yeah. Great job. Yeah, I think we needed the geometry reader in order to actually make sure that the mouth was in the middle. Oops. Was in the middle of the circle. That's all we were trying to do. It doesn't need to be that thick. So let's see here. Line width. Oh, no. Let's do like 2, maybe 3. Yeah. Okay, so we'll do that for the circle. And then let's just take that mouth for the extra new line. And let's jump over to our star. And we're going to do something a bit different for our stars. So let's put the same mouth in there for now. We'll go ahead and clean that up. We're going to change our star to be orange. And I feel like the eyes need to be a lot smaller, but like I want little eyes here. Let's do 15. 15. And then let's just change these down to 5. Whoa, too small. 8. Money. All right, 8. Let's make that 8 all around. Cool. Make those a bit smaller. And then for the X offset, no, I don't want them. Let's make that 30. Let's make that 15. Let's make that 15. And we'll make that 15. He'll make that 15 to bring his eyes a little bit closer together, just to change it up a little bit. And then let's see, what do we want to do here for the curve? Maybe 20. We don't want the width to be so large, right? Oh, so 2 centers it. That's fine. Make that like more subtle. That's actually fine, but like, how do I change? Is it the frame? Yeah, it's the frame. So if I want this to be 100, what does that do? Does that do anything? I didn't do anything. Yeah. I mean, it does need. It does need to go up some. And I need to make it narrower. So that's our center point. That's fine. That like brings it up a little bit. And then we add curve. I mean, I think that would even be fine. Oh, yeah. All right, why? Let's see better. We got it right there. Plus 10. Yeah, let's do. I kind of want it even like shorter than that, but the fact that it's different, I think that's probably fine. All right, so let's go back to our character view. We just want them to look different, right? Let's actually thin this out on the star character. We don't need this to be 3. So like 1, 2. 2 is probably fine. What if we reduce the curvature of this? So we still want to go all the way around. But maybe it's just like simplified. Yeah, it's a little less of a curve. Yeah, that's fine. Let's go ahead and add some padding to this view. That didn't work well. Let's add that to our grid. And then for each one of these, we probably want to give them a frame of like let's see. Can we constrain those down? It does not look like it worked. All right, so for the robot or the bot character view, make that one a little bit smaller. And then our antenna offset is going to be like 105 on the money. Yeah. That's what's up. I'm going to get something to eat. All right. So we got that. Let's see what else we have. I mean, we could have the robot mouth over here. This could be a different kind of robot mouth. Or maybe we just get rid of the robot. Like, I kind of like how it looks, but also like it doesn't match the other things. Let's go back to our AI overlords and ask for another one. And I'm going to go grab a snack. All right. Now, let's see. Let's see what else we need to do. As I eat my pretzels. All right, so let's see. I think those are all looking pretty good. We're going to not use the robot for right now. This feels like the same size. These are all the same size. So I think that's probably fine. Um, yeah, we'll have to think about ways that we could make this different. Or if we just wanted to use images and then we could just design these in Illustrator, which is probably what we should do. Let's just, oh, I don't have my Adobe suite installed right now. Definitely going to have to do that. So, Creative Cloud. I think it's that one. And nope, I don't want that. I want to download Creative Cloud. And yeah, I'm signed in. All good. No, I don't want that extra spyware freaking software on my machine. Get out of here. Alright, so that's installing right now. All to the good. Oh, God. Glad that song's over. About to change that. That was not all to the good. Alright. So I think we just pull these in as images, honestly. It sucks because I was hoping we could like animate them in different ways, but I think we might just have to do that with images instead of trying to build them up in Swift. I figured because they were simple shapes, it'd be easy to build. And like they should be, but it's kind of a pain to go through and do all that. When I think if we just pull them in as an image, that would still work, and then we can create different variations of them pretty easily without having to write code. Yeah, that's probably what we'll end up doing. But the goal of this was just to show, kind of give an idea of what we wanted here. Again, I don't think we want that to be as much as it is. And to characters view. And that spacing is not enough. I see. So what if we only have one grid item? Then we go down a single row and it's scrollable. And that's fine too. We probably um bottom. Oh, we scroll down, we get some space there. We can make sure we can see all of the shape. Okay. We can swipe through to see each of them. And maybe this is like, I don't know, when we're swiping through, we really need like a V stack wrapped around this. And this could be like, oh, it could even be a Z stack. And we could say something like choose the coach. All right. And then, well, you want this to be over top of it, but not. So what if this were a V stack? Scroll over. All right, let's just get this right. Large title. Heavy, no, black. Um, uppercase for all of it. Medium, heavy. It's kind of what we want. It's not really bold enough, and the line height is like, huh. So we can't. Does that work? And then alignment. All right, so technically up here we'd have an H stack. And in here we'd have some text. Let's say Frank. And then we're just gonna have a button with no label. Actually, we'll do a label here, and this label is just gonna be an image. We'll do system name, and we'll do X mark. Oh, wait, do we not need that? I don't think we need that because it's just a closure, right? Alright, so let's see how to actually do this. I thought I had that button. Okay, so fix it. Alright. And then this. Like really? I just want to make a button, yeah. Okay, that's essentially what I was trying to make. Um, let's also just go in here and do a selected character. That's not a character. Like we don't have a character. That's like a single character in. Select a character index. Okay. And then here, we're going to tag this with 0. We're going to tag this as 1. And 4. So now if we reload this view, let me switch over. Let's say it should start on 0 if that actually worked. Tag, tag, tag. We got tag there. Tag there. right. Let's just fix that top part real quick, and I think we're going to call it. Okay, so let's see here. All right, so we want a spacer here, because we want that to be pushed over to there. Then this, we're gonna have that be secondary. When we come back over here, it's gonna be a little bit more muted. Actually, you know what? No, I don't think we want that to be secondary. And I think for this font headline, title I think is too big. Yeah, that's actually okay. Button. Okay. Now we just add a spacer here and a spacer here. Should push those out. And then for this H stack, we're going to add padding horizontal 24, something like that. Give them a little bit of space. For this, we'll do font weight dot semi bold. Make that a little bit bigger there. Then basically down here after our square view, we're going to have yet another spacer, and that should push this back up some, and it does. And then, you know, technically we don't need this spacer here. If we wanted that to be up higher, we could get rid of that. That's going to bring this back up here. And then realistically what we want is we want some spacing of like 32 here. And that's going to give us a little space between the top and our text. And then we have our little character there. Okay. And I would like it to where ideally, like I want to be using, definitely want to be using a different font. I'll use uppercase for that. I would kind of like the shape to overlay, the character to overlay this text. And so if we add a Z stack, now it's going to overlay. And then we basically need to push it down. All right, so let's see, how are we doing that with the other? So it's just the offset of the character view. And perfect. Okay, so we don't want an X offset, so we'll leave that at 0. And I don't know what we want this at. Like 200, no, negative. Close. Real close, man. Let's do 250. Too much. Yeah. Something like that. We just wanted it to be overlapping a little bit. So it kind of shows that those things are connected in some way. All right, so we'll leave the square blue, but that is essentially the style that we're kind of going for there. Doesn't need to be right up on it. Not necessarily. Can probably, yeah, just be there a little bit. And let's see here. I don't think we need. Oh, yeah. So we're going to have the indicator. Can't remember if we got one. Okay, yeah. Yeah. So we're gonna have the little character there. And then we'll have our indicator. Interesting. So that's like inside there. And our indicator is not inside there. It's that should be fun. Okay, so the last thing we need to do is we need to add a button, and in the next stream we will add some custom button styles, so we don't have to keep repeating ourselves. I'm not going to do it right now. Actually, you know what? Let's see. Where do I have this? I have this in this bottom sheets project. Let's see. No. Oh, wait. Is it in the map view? Yeah. There it is. Okay. So let's just take this, which is going to be a button style. They're technically views, but I don't want to put them there. So I'm not sure how I want to go about this. For now, I'm going to do library folder. And then inside of that, I'm going to add a new Swift file, and I'm going to call this button style.swift. I'm going to paste this in, and I'm just going to change this to button. Actually, change it to primary button. And then we don't want it to be a circle. We want this to be black. We do want the color to be white. That's fine. And I don't think we need that. So rounded rectangle is what we'll use. We don't need that. We don't need that. We do need to pull on UI kit because it's a button style that we're updating. And let's see. Oh, not UI kit. What am I doing? Swift UI. Okay, rounded rectangle. Corner radius. 12. Not really sure. Okay, so let's just take this and use it, and then we'll see kind of how it'll work. So let's go and reload our view here. All right, so for this view, what do we need to do? Well, we'd add our button. So we can do button style, and then do we need a system image name? Oh, no, we don't. And actually, we could just make that an optional. Like that works, right? There's our button, but I don't want to have to add that. Like, we can add another permutation that doesn't require, or that does require an image if we wanted an image, like primary button with image. This could just be a primary button. And now if we jump back here, we just have a primary button, which still doesn't look right. All right, let's go to our button style. Or no, button, primary button for a label. We're gonna need to put text, select. Now this should update to say select. Oh, interesting. So this is going to make the whole Z stack. what does that do? I don't know why we have just a rounded rectangle. I don't understand. Because it's just trying to make a rounded rectangle here versus does that just print out the text? I mean, it's not going to do anything because it's white. All right. And is that even how you do it? It was in bottom sheets, right? So map view. Anytime we have buttons, which are in a map view, another map view model. Dot button style, and then we just pass in the type. Okay. Okay, I see what we're doing. So we're just going to use the configuration of the button style. So the other one, the way that I was doing it before, we were doing it for like these icon buttons, right? If I pull up that project and show it to you real quick. And we'll go ahead and reset the preview. So these circular buttons down here in this custom size sheet where you could select a different one, it changes the mode of transportation. But so these custom button styles were just circles with the system images, and so that worked perfectly for it. But for what we're doing now, we don't want that. And so our button styles, I feel like we should rename this. I can't rename it because it's not called button style. I mean, I guess I can just do that. Okay, so for our primary button, instead of all of this nonsense, inside our make body, we're going to rely on the configuration label and then just draw a frame around it. And we're going to do the kind of the same thing with this one down here if it needs an image. And then we're going to do this. And we're going to have to come back to, let's see. We'll have, we will have, Claude update that with the image, and we'll go ahead and get everything we need from there. We're going to say that this is, I mean, I guess this could just be a different, I don't know. I think we'll leave it for now. And then we'll show the label. I mean, we're not using that right now anyway, so I think that's totally fine. Let's come back to our characters view. Let's see if we can get this thing rendering. Hey, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. All right, so a little bit too rounded. Let's just drop a button on here, man. Oops. Let's grab that. Come up here to our lazy grid in our scroll view. And what happens if I add it here? Still at the bottom. So it doesn't quite work. But if we add it here, it does. And then we come back here to our button style. Oh, I guess I can't see it anyways. Okay, so corner radius, height times 2. No. We're going to do like 8, man. Like 8. Okay, a little more than 8. Let's do 12. Uh, 16. All right, let's do our height of 64. And let's make it 200. That's an unfortunate, right? Because then you just have to like keep nesting and nesting and nesting. Because now I need space between here and here. Or I need this indicator above. Which I don't think that's going to happen. And so maybe we don't do the whole offset here. In which case we could just use a V-stack. We could also maybe it is just a large title. Why is it so constrained? No, we need that. All right. I think that's it for this evening. We will continue this next time. Until then, have a good night. Peace.